Please welcome your host for the 18th Annual Maple Blues Awards, Danny Marks.
I'm honored to be your host tonight. Honored, and well, as you can imagine, since a few years ago when David Gogo and I stepped up to this platform together, it's been a while, and I've been looking forward to this night for a very long time. And you know what? Here we are, you and me, together at last. I know you feel the same way about this show.
For me, the voice is an exquisite instrument in that it's capable of such range of feelings. And the 5 women nominated tonight for Female Vocalist of the Year are undoubtedly all exquisite singers. Each one knows that singing the blues is about the feeling inside. Technique is important, but it can't save you if you don't feel the blues. All 5 nominees tonight are as good as it gets when it comes to igniting the feeling of the blues. The Maple Blues Award for Female Vocalist of the Year goes to Angel Forrest.
Thank you so much. So we were just talking about what makes a great blues singer. Based on what I've heard, seems to me there are more differences in styles than there are commonalities. Patricia said earlier that to be a great female vocalist, you have to reach inside to find a gut feeling to express the blues. The same is
Matt Anderson, just found out I won the Male Vocalist of the Year. Thanks so much. Huge honor as always to be in the category with these people, and I was as much of a fan as I am of everybody in there. And thanks so much again, and wish I was there to party with you. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. I never would have thought that I'd win Electric Act of the Year as a one-man band. It's a great thing. Thank you so much. I need to thank my road crew, Flétin, Matt, Legru, Phil Dumas, Sarah French, Brian Slack, Todd Littlefield, everybody at Outside Distribution, all the blues societies across Canada, and mostly the fans, without whom I would be in jail or working at McDonald's. Thank you so much.
All right, there is no lack of first-rate Canadian acoustic blues artists, youngsters and elders alike. They're a guaranteed sign that the roots of the blues are alive and well in Canada. I'm happy to say that the nominees for Acoustic Act of the Year are also well known worldwide for their exceptional work. Sponsored by Folk Music Ontario, the nominees for Acoustic Act of the Year are Adam Karsh, Big Dave McLean, Brandon Isaac, Harrison Kennedy, Michael Jerome Brown. And the winner of the Acoustic Act of the Year is Brandon Isaac.
Let's hear it for the Grand River Blues Society. Let's hear it for Memphis, Tennessee. All your remorse. From Oshawakin on the Six Nations Reserve, we wish him And let us do it together. He's one of our guys. Let's wish him good luck in Memphis and welcome as he plugs in and channels through the spaghetti. That's Joel Johnson, everybody. Joel, how about a nice round of applause?
I don't have a physical prize yet. I forgot to get it manufactured. I'm going to make a thing to take home, but for now it's just a piece of paper. But what was I saying?
You can give the beret.
Oh, the beret.
Announce the winner.
God damn it. All right. And the winner is Digging Roots for the song Highway 17. Come on up here now.
But to celebrate the TBS and the occasion, the TBS, as it's fondly called in this town, has big plans. And let's watch this brief history of the little organization that could. Roll the film.
The Toronto Blues Society began in 1985 as a solution to our concerns that the blues scene would dip into some morass and go off the radar.
I had a 1-hour blues show, and David Bernard had a show on CKLN, and Derek was running Albert's Hall in the Brunswick House as the major blues club in town.
And we all came together and decided that we needed to create a not-for-profit organization.
Well, being someone that was part of the blues scene in Canada before there was a Toronto Blues Society, I know the difference.
Well, I remember when the Toronto Blues Society first started up, it was just a tiny little organization. They just had a small awards show somewhere.
Now there's a total network. People in Canada have become more connected, and internationally as well. And that all grew out of the Toronto Blues Society.
30 years ago, we decided to be both a social organization and a professional development organization. So we get excited about helping musicians find their way and having some good parties.
2015 is the Toronto Blues Society's 30th anniversary.
To celebrate our 30th year, we're planning a party at the Palais Royal that should be a lovely night in the middle of July where everybody who can get a ticket to a special affair is going to want to be there.
Toronto Blues Society is a thread that holds the fabric of our music scene together.
And I think it's maintained an interest in this form of music over what, 30 years? That's amazing.
The fact that the Toronto Blues Society is 30 years old speaks very strongly to the need of the organization.
We have found constant validation as artists, as a music, throughout this 30 years. We've known that no matter what happens, we can go to the Toronto Blues Society and get support.
It creates a camaraderie amongst a lot of different musicians that have come through TBS and are continue to be supported by TBS.
I had no Toronto connections, except for I had this tiny little black book, and I found Toronto Blues Society, and I had the phone number. That was my one link.
If I could say anything, it would be thank you to TBS for all the support. Because without it, we probably wouldn't be at the point we're at right now, without a doubt. They've done a lot for us, they have.
Organizations like the Toronto Blues Society are even more necessary than they were before because we need that network in order to make sure that this industry survives.
I've seen how many great things they've done for new people and for folks that have been on the scene for a long time, and they keep the blues continuing. It's like a continuum, and the Toronto Blues Society is like the caretakers of it.
And the fact that they put on these events once or twice a month for local musicians to come and play and out-of-town musicians.
It's a good thing, you know, getting paid and putting on music.
Kudos to the Blues Society for being there for 30 years.
Derek Andrews, of course, as it's in its leadership position, has guided this organization into an incredible organization, as well as those who write all the grants, work in the office, and keep this baby going, because it's vital that this organization continues.
Blues audiences find their way to the blues a lot of different ways. It could be the Black Keys, it could be Jimi Hendrix, it could be Hillside Country Blues from Mississippi. And when you find your blues moment, we're there for you to help you find the CDs, help you find the shows. We're there as a resource, and we want to be there for many more years to come.
Congratulations, Toronto Blues Society, on your 30 years, and I hope you have 30 more amazing years of helping artists out. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to the TBS, 30 years. She is an Indigenous arts activist, promoter, producer, and manager from Six Nations, now living in Vancouver. He is the former Director of Operations for North by Northeast and the new Music Sector Development Officer at the City of Toronto. How about that? We got one of those. Excellent. Say hello to Elaine Bombery and Mike Tanner. Hello.
I've had the pleasure of listening to many drummers over the years. What I appreciate about a great drummer is their ability to bring to life the dynamics of music they're propelling. A great drummer will champion a song's individuality while keeping the groove going. It's why drummers are called the heartbeat of cultures around the world.
I guess my wife knew what she was doing when she served me black-eyed peas for good luck on New Year's Day this year. Thanks, Annie. I also want to thank the nominating panel and the Toronto Blues Society, all the DJs that play our music, and the fans across Canada, musicians I get to play with, especially the guys that play on my CDs, my record label, Cordova Bay. And I want to thank piano players and keyboard players all across Canada for keeping the piano alive. I think that's important, and I bet you do too. Wish I could be there with you to party all night long, but I got a feeling I'm going to be partying in Victoria after you guys have gone to bed.
Bruce Iglauer, how are you?
Glad to be here, and I have a non-functional microphone.
You could possibly have a non-functional microphone, but if you
Aha.
Oh, because I was going to say, if you whisper into mine, we could be really close.
The winner is Guy Belanger and Harp Dog Brown.
special thanks to Brian Slack, who helped the band a lot to move forward. Thanks to Sarah French, to Simon Fauteux from Six Media, and thanks for the Montreal Blues Society, who is supporting us all the time. Thanks a lot for the Toronto Blues Society to give the chance to the blues music to be so spread all over Canada. Et en français, je vais dire merci à ma famille, à mes enfants, Sonia, Sophie-Anne, Corinne, Aurélie, qui me supportent pendant tant d'années, à être parti toujours en tournée comme ça, puis toujours faire le sacrifice de manquer leur père, mais je suis toujours content de revenir à la maison, puis je suis content de l'appui que j'ai de la part de ma famille. Merci.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There are also 3 board members, including myself, from the European Blues Union, who are here to be part of this very special evening.
He's the host of CBC Radio's Saturday Night Blues. Terry Wickham is the artistic director of the Edmonton Folk Music Festival, taking over from Holger in 1989. That was back in the last millennium. Seems that these guys know each other. So let's welcome and get to know Holger and Terry.
The Toronto Blues Society created the award for Blues Booster in an effort to recognize and congratulate behind-the-scenes individuals making notable contributions to Canadian blues and to that community, of course. The Toronto Blues Society's Board of Directors selects the recipient of the Blues Booster Award each year. And this year, they've awarded the Blues Booster of the Year to Peter North.
When I got the call, I actually thought I heard, and I said this to a couple of friends, I thought they said Blues Boozer of the Year, and I thought, geez, you're 23 years too late.
Your love was so good, now it's all gone. No matter what you do, still got it bad for you. Woo! Still got it bad for you. Bad for you.
Yes, I'm the new head of the Juno Awards, and I'm actually very happy to announce we'll be announcing our nominees for Blues Album of the Year next week, January 27th, and all the nominees are offered up. So hope some of you will be there, and good luck to many of you here tonight, who I'm sure will be a nominee. Let's get down to some business. 2014 has been another banner year for Canadian blues recordings. The nominees list recording and producer of the year is both reflective of Canada's long history with the blues and as well as connected to the healthy future of the genre.
I like the stylistic range of the nominees' music. No 2 recordings are alike. There's classic shuffle and swing, acoustic singer and songwriter, jump and rock and blues, blues and soul, and even the reinvention of the one-man band, as we just saw. This diversity in style tells me that the blues is in safe hands for the future.
Johnny Winter and Paul Nelson, his manager. I would not be here today in this business if it wasn't for those guys. Those guys made sure that I could make a living and feed my family and stay in this business. And I love them, and I thank you all very much for putting up with me here.
Well, I'm running. Yes, I'm running. Well, I'm running fast as I can. I got hellhounds on my trail, and I'm followed by the man. Well, I'm followed by the man. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I used to jump around on stage, run around from one side to the other to entertain the crowd. And now I'm just standing there and I'm finally winning Entertainer of the Year. I love you all. Thank you so much.
whiskey bottle, take my pain away. Whiskey bottle, take my pain away. You know my woman, she done left me, and these blues are here to stay.
Bros Records that recorded my last 4 or 5 blues albums. And I want to thank my mom and dad because they raised me up in Mississippi. I was raised with the blues and gospel. That's my roots. And I'm back to my roots again. And I'm kind of sort of speechless. So I just want to say thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
How you do? How you do? How you do? How you do? Yes, I'm back here, baby, and I'm singing the blues. I ain't got time for nursery rhymes or raising your child.
Once again, congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to all the nominees. You are all winners. Let's keep music happening. Sugar devil came to me in my sleep, asked me which monkey I would like to keep. Scratching on my back, up and down my spine. Storm me, toy soldier, give me a key to unwind. Before the day is done, I will get your soul. Sugar devil told me, he told me so. Sugar devil told me, he told me so.